Hey, it's Brandon Stiles, and today we're going over a JavaScript algorithm coding question that Facebook is asking right now. So a friend sent me this from a recent interview and I wanted to try my hand at it, and I wanted to kind of explain to you the thinking that goes behind an algorithm problem and how you can take something that initially looks very complex and break it down into little steps and realize that coming up with algorithms and solutions to coding problems aren't too bad. Some are harder than others, of course, but you can do it. Just don't be intimidated by all the numbers and variables and things. So, without further ado, let's jump into this Facebook coding problem. All right, so first we want to read the problem. So this says create a function in any language that takes two inputs. It gives you an array of strings in this case, so it gives you an array, and it gives you another array. And then the function should return a boolean, so true or false, that determines if the first array follows the order defined by array number 2. Now, this one is not in person, so you can't ask certain clarifying questions. And that's one of the problems of not having an in-person interview. So I can't ask things like, well, does capitalization matter? Things like that. So I'm just gonna go off what we have here. So let's break down what we know first off. I'm going to copy this and I'm going to open this in an empty JavaScript template in StackBlitz. So here I am at stackblitz.com. This is a really cool like online IDE. You just come down here, you start a blank project. It comes up, everything's already started over here, really cool. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to erase all this, and just to make sure I'm still working, console log hi, save that, and if you bring up the console over here, we should see hi, and we do. Okay, so we're ready to start coding. So I'm going to paste this code in here, and let's just kind of comment it out. Cool. So essentially this is saying, given an array of strings like bear, ant, vulture, etc., we want to make sure that the first letter of the first word equals the first letter of the array, right? So it's like a 1-to-1 ratio. Does B equal A? No, it doesn't, so this would be false. If this was, let's say, ant, then does A in ant equal A? Yes, so keep going. And let's say if this was like bear, does B in bear equal B? Yes, so keep going. And then if all of those are true, we're just going to return true. And then if even one of them is false, we're going to return false. So that's all it is. So let's break down how you would solve this problem. So we need to create a function first. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is create a function. And since we're comparing the letters in an array, you can call this whatever, but I'm just going to. And it's going to take in two things. It's going to take in array 1 and array 2. But let's give them a little bit more descriptive names. So the first array is going to be words, and the second array is just going to be letters. Now we know we want to return a boolean, okay? So at the very bottom, we need to put what we're returning. And right now we know that that's a boolean. So I'm gonna return, and then let's console log it, return true. Now, let's just get it going and make sure this is at least working. So I'm going to compare letters in an array. We're gonna open it up, and then I'm going to just copy these in there. So there's this first one right here. And then here's the second array right here. Cool. Now we already know that this is going to be false because V and C don't line up. So we know that going into it. But right now we're just logging out true because we asked it to do that. So everything's set up. We know everything's working. So when I come into a function, the first thing I want to do is do some basic error checking. And some basic error checking might be if either of these arrays were empty, because then it wouldn't even make sense to do the problem. There's nothing to check. Or if the array words did not equal the array length of letters, because then we wouldn't have an equal 1-to-1 comparison, it would be off. So the first thing I might do is just some basic error checking. If words.length is less than 0, or letters.length is less than 0, or they don't match, then we're just going to break out of here and we're just going to console log false. Because there's no way that an empty array or arrays that don't match each other can even go through this thing. So we'll just get out of there already. And then of course we just need to return out of the function. So there's some basic error checking. Now we need to figure out how to put that into code, okay? So what I like to do is take this on a case by case basis and then make it more general. All right, so the first thing I would do is I would say, if the first letter of word 1 does not equal the letter in position 1 of the letters array, right? So if A, in this case, does not equal A, then we want to return false, and we want to break out of it, because we're done. We've already answered the question. We don't have to keep going through the array. Else, keep on searching, all right? So let's do this. So we don't need to look necessarily at every word. We just need to start checking letters in order. And if we find one that doesn't fit our pattern up here, then we need to just break out of this little loop, all right? So first of all, let's iterate through words, because that's what matters in this case. So we'll set up our loop. So for let I equals 0, I is less than words.length, and then I plus plus. So we're going to start with ant, and then we'll go to bear, and then vulture, and so on and so forth. So for each of those words, if first letter of word 1, so we could get that by saying if the words at I, remember I in this case is 0, so we're looking at ant. So if the first letter in ant, we can get that like that, remember, because a string is just an array of letters. So if word 1's first letter, which is A, does not equal the first letter of the letters array, so does not equal letters at I, sorry, we need to add a parenthesis there, sweet. Then we want to just log that out first of all, so people can have some feedback. It's going to be false, and then we want to break out of that, all right? Else, if that's not the case, all right, so if the word at I, if the first word's first letter, A, does equal the letter in the first position of the second array, then we just want to keep going. It's like, cool, we're not storing anything, we're just keeping on going. Now, if it gets through all of this, and we're still hitting the else array, so if we get to I is less than words.length, which would be all the way up to D, then we can just return true right here, like we found what we're looking for. Oh, sorry, I left in a parenthesis there. Sweet. So again, this should be false. That's all there is to it. So we just used this right here to get the first word, ant. We used this right here to get the first letter of that word, A. And then we said if that does not equal the letter in the 0 position, because we're starting from 0, so that would be A, then tell the program it's false, return, which means break out of this function, returns us back to our main thread, otherwise keep going. And that's all there is to it. Now we can check this by doing a couple things. So let's duplicate this a couple times. So first of all, let's submit empty arrays. Good, that's false too, and it should be because they're empty, and we error checked for that. Now let's actually make this true. So A, B, V, V, D, D. A, B, V, V, D, D. And that's true. So that is how we can compare. Now what is the space complexity of this? And what's the time complexity? Because we want them to be as efficient as possible. Well, in this case, and I don't think I'm wrong on this, the space complexity is O of 1, which is constant. We're not creating any sort of variables and holding them and all of that kind of stuff. So this is just going to be O of 1. Now the time complexity is going to be, at worst case, O of n. Because worst case, we're going to be checking all the letters in the words array. So we're going to say, all right, check ant. That's good. Check bear. That's good. Check vulture. That's good. Check viper. That's good. So at worst case, we're going to be checking O of n. So this is O of n. Not great, but also not bad either. So that is how you would kind of think through and code out this example of a Facebook tech question. I'm Brandon Stiles. If you guys have any questions, let me know. If you need a clearer example, I'd be happy to help. Please subscribe to the channel if that was helpful, and I'll see you guys soon.